Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Drift Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the podcast's Cosmic Crit. Its 5+ year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new listeners and new Discord members, to boldly play APs that no podcast has played before. Welcome to Star Crits. I'm your captain of these here parts, Patrick, and joining me in a space wagon wheel adventure are my 5 fellow crewmates and your friends and players. To my far left, Rocket Jim. He's a knight, not a doctor. It's Jabber jabbering away his jam from. Hey,
that's how the song goes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Across the digital table from me, he's revving his engines and forwarding power to the shields. It's Miles, making believe as redacted. Good evening. To my right, it's highly illogical that this elven-eared hero isn't a science expert. Why, it's Tyler talking as Pradier.
Hello there.
To my immediate left, the alluring fan-dancing communications officer, we have Drew dying to play Zilix Thill.
Oh, my name is Drew and I love Star Trek.
It's not even on his top 10.
I knew someone was going to say it.
And across from him, don't ask her to deploy the nuclear vessels, because that's a real Chekhov's gun. It's none other than Rebecca rolling with Asher and Sky.
Hello.
Hey guys, Star Trek, the original series. Hoss. I just completed my first watch through, all the way through seasons 1 through 3 of the original series. So now I don't have to do that again.
Yep. Now you can only watch the good ones from here on out. You can skip most of them.
It was fun. It was fun to finally kind of put it to rest. I still need to finish Voyager. I think that's the only one that and I guess Discovery I've not finished. How are you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Episode 271, believe it or not.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah.
Been a tiring holiday weekend.
Yeah. We're playing this around one, and it's probably going to come out around another holiday weekend, so it might be appropriately timed for that. But
I hear fireworks going off in my neighborhood.
Yeah, there are fireworks going on around our house right now.
It'd be funny if it came out
Very appropriate.
before 4th of July, but no, this should be coming out way after. Are you guys ready to get back into this week's adventure?
I was born ready, Patrick.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Your mom was very confused as why you had dice and paper and pencil when you came out the womb. But she's like, I guess this guy's ready to play some games. It looks like it.
Why has he got those elf ears in his hands? That's weird.
Last week on the podcast, you guys fought 2 dangerous jolt vines in an impact crater with Pradier falling to a critical, shocking flower attack immediately, and soon followed by Asher and Sky. Thankfully, surviving the fight, you guys met with Elenez Zorian, the Eoxian bone priest turned explorer, who said they had some points of interest for you all to that they've come across. A call from the colony sanitation officer, Namil Tana, had you all returning home to deal with an infestation of Cathax. And there, Tally, Ingelos helped as you not only took out the critters, but also stopped the 2 small vermin-like creatures that seemed to be wrapped up in all these bug attacks. Something's wrong with that last time on. Does anybody have any ideas what it is?
Actually, Elenez Zorian is an Eoxian, but not a bone priest.
Oh, what is he?
I don't know. I wrote down
I know what it is.
Yeah.
A bone sage.
Oh, so close.
Oh, damn it. Is it a bone priest?
No, he's not a bone priest.
Okay.
Drew is right, but you have to correct it. Does anybody have another correction or want to take a stab at that?
I know he's the colony surveyor, but I don't know what he was before.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Anything else wrong here that you can see?
Oh, right, that guy. Yeah. Well, it was fun, gang.
Yeah, I finally get an episode reroll. It's happening.
The only thing I can guess is that while Pradier did fall and you did crit me, I survived the crit, and you felled me on just a regular attack, I thought.
Yeah, no, not quite exactly what I was going for, but
Dang it.
yeah, no, you guys both were crit and fell, I guess, is what I was trying to say.
Well, no, enjoy your reroll.
I had written down that Stamp Panatel is the one that sent Elenez and that it was his sanitation office, but Mr. Tana took the Kefek down after it attacked him.
Okay, well, that's a lot of plot points, but I don't think you're correcting anything here.
I thought you said Mr. Tana sent them. I don't know.
Yeah, a call from the colony sanitation officer named Old Tana had you all returning home to deal with the investigation of Kefex. Was there something wrong there?
Yeah, because it was Stamp that sent him, not Mr. Tana.
Incorrect. It was actually a call from your good pal Ezran Shire, and it was not a...
Were there not 3 Jolt Vines?
No. that would have been
Patrick, we're not good at this one.
No, these were hard. I'm making them harder because you guys kept stopping me or getting them yourselves. It was a tendril strike and or bludgeoning damage, not shocking flower attack that these things crit you with. Elenez Zorian is a former bone trooper.
Bone trooper
versus... And yeah, Ezra and Shire called. That's okay. I'm gonna probably forget to use my reroll anyway. So let's. Oh, thank you. Let's get into this week's episode and starting off right where we left off last week. You guys took 2 prisoners in these small and I said vermin-like creatures. They are also fey creatures, and I use the word vermin-like very specifically because that is an ability that they have, or I guess a facet of these little monsters. They do look kind of like critters, yeah, from the horror series. But yeah, vermin-like is one of their things. They're both vermin-esque and fey. And yeah, I want to fast forward to you guys having tied them up and maybe carted them back to your dining room table, the former bridge of the Burnished Dawn ship. And you got these 2 little chittering furry, kind of like Mogwai as well. They got, little antennas that are tied down to their head, and their arms are bound with rope. They're just chittering away. They're having conversation.
Having a grand old time. Look at those guys go.
Ezran Shire calls out to you guys and says, well, we're gonna have to burn this table after we're done here. These things have got all kinds of bugs on them, fleas and whatnot, and not exotic alien kinds either. But I think these are just regular old Absalom Pact Worlds fleas that you need a special shampoo to help get rid of.
How would these fleas have made it to a planet like this? That's crazy.
What do you guys want to do with the your prisoners here? I think you've determined they're speaking in kind of a high-pitched version, maybe a regional or ancient version of Aklo. But apart from that, I don't think anyone speaks Aklo. Them occasionally kind of spitting in your direction is the only form of communication that's been happening between you. Not a lot of other chatter between you and these little things. Does anyone speak Aklo?
No.
Nah.
No. What would you guys like to do?
Learn Aklo.
Is that
Does anyone else in the colony speak Aklo?
Or does anybody know the spell comprehend languages?
You want to make a culture check? See if you can look up your... I'm on the screen here, the colony screen with everybody. Feel free to roll a culture check, see if you can figure it out.
I already know that's a single digit. Yep. Never mind.
Oh, no. I have -1 culture.
Yeah, I have a -1 as well.
Oh, no.
I still think this is a good enough roll here. Jamfram to realize maybe or remember something that one of your colony mates has said, that indeed Lyoshu, the priest of the Lortu, studied in on Octurne and things, and I believe you recognize him saying he picked up some Aklo when he was doing his studies.
I know someone who speaks Aklo.
Guess everybody does, but
technically you know him too. Surprise.
Yeah, you want to go see if he's available?
Yeah, that sounds great.
He's out at the little waterfall where he's leading people in meditation there, and
Always hanging out.
We can't just
he'll come
call him.
back.
We have to walk over there. We can't just get on a comm link and.
That that guy doesn't have a cell phone.
Yeah, he does not carry it with him. In fact, he's got a very special landline. He makes sure that his is like
Right.
he glued in his charger, so it's only a landline. He checks his messages once per day.
He invented the landline.
Yeah, he'll come back with you here and say, "What are these things that you have here?"
Kefax, right? Yeah, Kefax.
No, not quite.
Not these. Nope, that was something else.
He's like, are you sure that they speak Aklo? Let me try. And they're like chittering back.
Whoa, careful.
Did you all try to speak with them? They say they can understand what you are saying. They just didn't want to talk to you in your ugly tongue, they call it.
That's rude. That's just rude.
I can translate.
What about my tongue?
I can translate if you want, but they said that they will converse with you if you let them go and let them punch you in the face on the way out. Did you do something to them? I'm very confused.
These crazy kids. Their music.
This one wants to punch Redacted in the stomach.
You don't even know if he has a stomach. Ha! Take that.
I guess his midsection is what the word translated to. I'm sorry, I don't speak that kind of Aklo.
Guys, this sounds like a pretty good deal. Maybe we should let him punch Redacted in the stomach. Is it Redacted? Are you down for that?
Should any of these creatures attempt violence, their safety cannot be guaranteed.
Noted. That's not really an option on the table. Got it. Okay. Just want to check.
Laoshu is talking a little bit more, and then eventually one of these two little critters says, "Me am Griggles Nickels Grubs, and this is my life mate, Do."
Two or do?
Do.
As in
as in do the?
do. Do the do.
Do.
One of those. Yes. We are well acquainted with your people.
Yes, we speak dum-dum language too, but we know dum-dums.
Yes. Well, here we are. You found us.
Why you kill our friends? You big means? Bad people?
Did we kill their friends? Is that a thing we did?
The Kefax?
I believe they are referring to the creatures they are communing with.
Yeah, maybe the asteroid Laos as well last month.
Well, friends, it was we're so terribly sorry for the misunderstanding. These creatures were eating our silo and also our stuff.
Silo? Question mark? Yeah, they were eating the metal.
Silo. Yeah, friends, it is truly a disappointment that all this has come to pass. But surely we can put this all behind us. How can we make this right? This isn't my normal voice, by the way. I'm very tired. Had a long weekend.
You am letting us go, and we punch Grey One in Tum-Tum.
Your demands are unreasonable, and if you cannot come up with something that is actually actionable, then you will either remain here indefinitely, or we will see how well your fur can decorate a bedspread.
Bedspread.
Some seat covers would be nice.
No am thrill pillow. No am make duvet. We know those words for some reason only. Do you guys have any suggestions? Do you have any other questions here?
I'm going to be honest. I don't remember why we kept them alive.
You're not the only one.
Just
To
because
study
they
'em,
speak
to
Aklo?
ask them why they were continually messing with us.
These are
Well,
sentient
maybe we should
creatures.
ask them that.
Yeah, it's like, wait, we live here now, and we made friends, and you big bad beds killed them.
Well,
Big
they
bad
were
beds did kill them.
they were encroaching.
you kill.
They were encroaching. Do you know that word? Encroaching. They were encroaching on our territory.
No, describe it. Another word. Me no encroach.
They be eating our stuff when our stuff we need. Understand?
Understand, yes, understand. Then you bonk us on heads. We know like the bonk.
Well, we know like the eat.
Well, I guess we're even.
You are aware that we would not have harmed your friends if you had just spoken to us when we arrived initially, correct?
We don't know that. I guess egg on our face now.
Yes, egg on your face.
But we know,
So-
talk to you bad peoples. We talk to our friends.
Well, do you have any other friends that we have yet to meet?
Oh, yeah. They in my fur.
Oh my.
Oh my.
They
Listen,
indeed are crawling with lice.
we are willing to let you go, and if
Cool.
if you need an area that you wish to call your own, we will happily set that up so long as you no longer bring your friends into the areas that we have settled.
Friends, yes.
They can damage our food, our buildings, and at the end of the day, our things are not organic and they are not good for your friends. So it is best to keep a distance.
Are there friends? This is me talking, not Zilix talking. Are there friends able to eat metal that we've taken them into the ship that we brought here?
That's a good question.
The asteroid louse that you killed and the Cafex seem to be capable of digesting metal, yeah.
Well, this was smart. I'm really glad we did this.
Yeah, no, they do explain that you killed most of their friends. They say our friends for long time in box. When we gets here we know box and we try find place for friends.
Oh, there's a whole planet here to experience. I'm sure you can find new friends as long as you have your own place to call home.
Cool.
Do your friends have the capability to determine what is a good metal that we need versus a metal that we do not need or could stand to do without, so that they could eat that bad shiny rock versus our good shiny rock?
Yes, you don't have to talk down to us. We know dum-dums. We understand you're trying to find a cheap labor force for your capitalistic gains. we know I'm going to comply.
Well, if you're not going to comply, then you can fry.
Oh no! You're going to kill us now. Bye, life mate. Do me look for you.
Bye.
Bye. Do. Me look for you in after life.
Okay, let's.
This may be.
This is
We've
a
had
lot
some
of
NPCs in this campaign, gang.
This is a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Just so that I understand, these creatures, it sounds like they were essentially stowaways on one of the crates, landed here.
Do you want to ask him about that?
Sure. How did you come to be here? Exactly.
We were stuffed in box for a long time.
Who stuffed you in the box?
We know.
You don't know who put you in the box.
Yes, that is what William said. We know. We know no.
I see.
Praetor, clearly they know no.
We know no. We just got here. We get out of box and we go find place for William and friends.
Where was your
And then-
box?
Then you bunk us on head. They kind of mentioned somewhere in the colony. They're like, oh, we're here, and there were trees, and there's a rock, I believe. Me, I'm bad with maps.
And you were stuffed in this crate with your friends.
For a long time, yes.
I see.
If and you let us live, we can take our bugs from your space. We can make friends with bugs of this planet too.
And where will you go?
maybe somewhere nearby in case random event gets rolled where bugs overflow through the colony. But not too far that we can't have a recurring NPC segment where GM Patrick speak like this.
Okay. I am happy to hear you say that. I did want you to stay close by in case we needed each other for one thing or another in the future.
And favorite GM NPC, Quickles Nickum Scrubs.
I think the fan favorite will be Dew, and that's who should speak going forward.
No.
Oh my.
Dude just shakes their head.
I think Redacted wants to put both of these creatures out of our misery.
Okay.
Me, I'm at 1 hit point. Do you feel lucky? Do you?
I'm fine letting them go, taking all their bug friends that are anywhere around us, bad bug friends, good bug friends for them, bad bug friends for us. I would also like to see if we can't go find the crate they came in, if it's still sitting out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they'll give you like a little teeny handshake if you let them out, and Prickles, Nickum, Scrubs, and Dew kind of hold hand and skip away, just like they turn around and are like, "Me am Dricklas, me am thanks you, me am come back for episode 300."
All right. Well, I promise to learn Aklo the next time you are here.
Take it as level up. Okay, bye. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
I'd wash that hand if I were you.
Those guys were
Oh yeah.
fun.
Yeah, you're crawling with ticks right now.
Oh, good. I'll find some spray.
Oh no, it's communicable.
As they leave, Ezerand is like, so it sounds like, yeah, someone brought these little bedbug gremlins with us to the planet. But I mean, it sounds like a not very nice thing that a real big jerk face might do. Kind of looks around at you all inquisitively, kind of studying your faces.
Not a jerk face.
Yeah, how could this happen? How could they have gotten past one Absalom docking protocols, but also the ship's own sensor? Who's got the means and the tech to do something like that? Just looking around again.
Knack Feldspar probably does.
I don't think Knack, even if this was a pretty righteous prank, would do something to endanger his own colony.
If we could find the crate, that might answer the question of how it evaded our sensors.
All right, you all go scour the colony, see if you can find any personal belonging crates that those things could have fit in. Asher, Sky, can I speak with you in private while they're looking around?
Yes, of course.
All right. Closes the door on the rest of you. Hey there, there's something I just need to talk to you about if you got a moment.
We're happy to spare some time.
Okay, good. Well, it's not fun news. I've got bad news and probably badder news. Got an encoded message from Absalom last week. Balco Ongtar over in the subspace wire, handed it over, and I've been sitting on it for a couple days. Just really need someone to talk to about it, or my head's going to explode.
I understand. Please.
You see, after we left Absalom, some of the head honchos at Tyrell Holdings got word that our super secret meeting with Knack and Ramey was recorded by someone and distributed, which means someone's in on the take or maybe working for an outside influence.
Are you saying there's a spy among us?
Well, I don't know if I should be telling you this, but yeah, there's a mole in your very small friend group. Someone there recorded our secret meeting.
For whom? Who are they working for?
I have no clue. I have case files on every colonist, and I will say up front here, I'm trying to, decide decidedly to trust you with this because your master Frostfire really vouched for you, and your whole organization, the Battle Flowers are. I wouldn't think you'd be in it for money or whatever. Whoever this is doing it for, but yeah, you're the only one whose backstory has really checked out so far. Tyrell Holdings wanted me to not tell anybody, but that's crazy. Now maybe whoever is the spy also brought these bug people aboard the ship, and I mean, maybe they did something else. Maybe there's going to be like another sabotage or something worse. I gotta figure this out.
But you have no inkling as to what the reason for these actions might be?
No clue. I just need you to be aware, and I need someone else to be aware that, your friends might not be our friends, Ash. I'm really sorry to burden with you this, but like I said, I had to tell someone that those other 4 really have some murky motives and backstories. This Pradier fellow has like retrograde amnesia, which seems very convenient. But I haven't been able to access Zilix's medical records at all. A lot of his past is sealed off, so maybe he's hiding something. I don't know if this is pertinent or not, but believe it or not, Jamfram seems to owe money to the Bone Mafia. And of course, redacted. I mean, let's face it, it is most likely going to be redacted, but I just know nothing about that enigma. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. My head's about to explode, like I said.
Well, that's very concerning. Here we are trying to create a community, and it may be that we are not all on the same side. That's detrimental to the community building aspect of all of this.
Yeah. And also, just FYI, if you are the spy yourself, I've already sent a response to Absalom telling the folks that I'm confiding in you. So if you killed me, it would look very suspicious. So please do not kill me. At least not until I get a chance to play Galarian Knights 5. I lugged my Trivet game across the universe, and I've paid so much for a special physical edition release to be shipped out. Maybe just like hold off on the murdering me until after I play 600-700 hours of the game.
It's smart of you to be so vigilant, but I assure you that you have nothing to fear of me.
Okay, great. So yeah, just keep your eyes open. Whatever senses Sky has, keep those open. I mean, I hate to think about it, but it's possible whoever of those 4 is not our friend, but rather a mole. It's possible they might have partners too. So I don't know if we can trust anybody from here on out. Maybe just you and me, Ezrand and Asher. Partners in crime. Asherand could be our couple name, or maybe Ezraher.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Okay, well, at least I'm not going to think you're going to kill me in my sleep. I'm a little talkative when I get nervous, so I apologize.
Well, let's work together, and please share with me any suspicions that may arise, and certainly any further messages from Absalom Station.
You've got it. They walk out, maybe a little less shaky on their crutches as they you see outside your so-called friends searching the grounds of the colony, and after a while, unfortunately, you guys come up empty. No cases that could have transported these creatures, but after a while here back at the settlement, Elena Zorian will come back into town and request a meeting with you all. The former bone trooper saying, I found some points of interest that you all might want to check out. Some natural to this world, but one not so much.
Please mark on this map so I may set a waypoint.
I've already put it on the colony map here for you folks in our next explorations to the southwest of the colony and northwest. A couple of different points. To the northwest along the slopes of the mountain range you were heading towards, I found what seemed a field of massive flowers. It seemed odd, never seen anything like them anywhere else. At the very least, I'm sure Haltharia will want some samples, and your vehicle could accommodate them traveling back to town. And then the river basin to the southwest. It is the first structure I've seen on this planet, and indeed it is quite a structure. Looks like a giant stone needle sticking out of the earth. I even got a little spooked as I approached it, but maybe it can help you figure out what happened if this is indeed Galarion of old. I will say this thing looked very old. How old? That's for you to determine.
Well, thank you, Zorian. I think both of those are definitely top priorities in terms of exploring further.
Yeah, a couple things to check out. What do you guys want to do first?
Well, I, for one,
Needle.
think the haunted needle. If there
Big
are
old
ghosts
needle?
here, we need to capitalize upon them.
I have to agree. I'm rather sick of fighting flowers at this point.
How do you know that it's going to be 3 jolt vines this time, Rebecca? It could be less. Be 0 jolt vines. I'm just kidding. It's got to be at least 1 jolt vine. Oh,
Forever.
right.
It's just jolt vines all the way down.
Do you guys want to rest up? You're back in town now. You were heading kind of northwest originally, so you want
Is
to?
this the same day as I got attacked?
It was, I believe, but if you
Okay,
want,
yeah, I
to,
desperately need to rest.
okay. If you want to rest up here,
I am brushed against death.
you don't have to spend like a week getting out there and exploring the hexes. If you want to just go straight away, it would take less than a day to get out that way, going through the forest on your vehicle.
Yeah, as long as I can get my resolve back, that's all I need.
Yeah, rest up, roll some more D20s. Does anybody else want to do anything while you're back in town?
Yeah, I'll roll 3d20 and
Can I give the sample of the,
more boundary dice.
was it a jolt vine that I got a sample of? Can I give that to the botanist?
Sure. Alfaria?
Yeah.
Outlook not good. Ask again later. Those kind of things, Tyler, from these rolls.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna write these rolls down because I'm not gonna remember. I'm not even gonna waste my brain space on
no,
these.
yeah, you got a 10 there. That's like basically taking a 10, right?
Yeah, but then it's also a 1 and a 5. So,
Ooh, spoilers for the rest of this episode.
and what's great is in a few levels, rolling a 1 or a 5 that can be good. There are things that will eventually lead to where those are beneficial, but not today.
Well, look at you.
Yeah.
Right, so resting up Laosho can heal any HP additional damage either this day or the next, and have you guys head on out towards southwest.
Sorry, do we gain any RP back or are we still down on
If you rest up overnight, yes.
Okay.
Yes, indeedy. Full 8 hours will do it for you folks. All right, so in the morning, heading on out, maybe driving in that direction. Redacted, you see a couple of vermin-like gremlins in the trees, just kind of lounging about like Cinderella with the birds, but it's like bugs and beetles and stuff like on their arms, like la 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 la.
I feel like Redacted would be making plans to get at least one of them into his laboratory for probing and dissection.
We'll make sure it's Boo because they're into that kind of thing. Boo, a certified freak, 7 days a week. As you are looking at the map here and seeing, this is mostly through forest terrain, but eventually you guys do have to cross a large flowing river heading from the mountains in the northwest down to the southeast. And indeed, it is a bit dangerous in most areas of this river crossing to do so without an amphibian or waterborne craft, or without spending like a full day, trying to find a workaround. The only place you're able to cross is like a boggy area where the water's thin enough, slowed down and wide enough. And there's like down logs and things that you can do so you can minimize the vehicle and cross on foot. Maybe get your feet a little wet, but that's about it. Are you guys okay with doing that, or do you want to, or is it fording the river time?
I guess
this has gone full Oregon Trail.
Yeah, it's just a station wagon instead of a, ferry wagon.
Wagon.
Yeah.
Talking like the gremlins again. Wagon.
Are there any like logs across the river or anything like that I could use my like sticky hands to crawl across?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of down trees. This is in the midst of the forest in this area where there are deep currents here in this kind of like boggy marsh area. but for the most part, it is only like a foot or so deep, and there are logs that have like washed up along the shore in this area. But if you are crossing on these logs and things, it is mostly single file. So do you guys have an order you would like to go in as you cross? I don't think it'll be a very dangerous crossing. So maybe a simple acrobatics check.
Not what I wanted to hear.
Everyone's got acrobatics. You're going first, Asher.
Sure. You want an acrobatics roll now?
Yeah, I mean, do you guys? How much distance do you want to let one person cross the log completely first, or what?
That
You wanna-
seems safe-ish.
Well, the other option is like hold hands and kind of go slowly in case anyone falls off.
Yeah, but then they pull everybody else in with them.
Right. That's not a solution.
Seems like we're a fend for yourself kind of party. So let's do one at a time.
We're not there yet.
Any other precautions or anything you want to do before you head?
I can't
head
believe
across?
Rebecca hasn't mentioned rope yet. This seems insane.
You have.
Classic.
Hold on. What do I have? I have a cable line, titanium alloy.
Oh, look at this.
100 feet of it.
100 feet, Patrick. Is this river 100 feet across?
I mean, the river at this point is no, it's only about like 10 feet across at the thickest here, but it's like fast flowing in some parts. The tree that first tree that you're crossing here is like, I mean, the most is probably like 50 or 60 feet.
Okay.
On its
Then let's
main
tie.
trunk.
Let's
Can
tie
anyone
the rope
use
to the crosser? And
Can anyone use Ultra Hand
Cable.
to bind a bunch of these logs together so we can make either a raft or just a really long stick?
I have
For
auto build.
10 feet, I feel like this is the scene in Robin Hood Men in Tights when Little John is like charging a
Come on,
toll
the
to
East
cross
Bank.
the
Come on,
bridge.
the East Bank.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's very much like that river because it is, it's not extremely dangerous, but if you're not an experienced swimmer, aka if you're a little John, you might have some difficulties with it. All right. So you're tying yourself to the rope. Where do you want to anchor it?
How about I will cross with my rope, and on the other bank, I will have
I
it
see.
tied to myself
Yeah.
or to a rock if there's a rock to tie it to or something across the bank. And then people can use it to guide themselves across the log.
Super
I like
simple acrobatics check for me, Rebecca. Yeah, all right.
23.
I got terrified there for a second.
In Pathfinder 2e, this will be a critical success because it's a slippery log, but it's, wide enough to where, you could do some handstands on it and probably be fine. As you get to the other side, though, of course, there's a growing cacophony of sound as begins echoing throughout this boggy, fissury, loggy, rivery area that we are in.
The boggy, foggy area.
What looks like little rocks darted around the embankments of the swift flowing water here begin to emerge from the sandy, muddy water here, and you see an eye pop up, followed by another eye, and then a third eye on this I don't know, maybe 60, 70 pound small creature. I'm so sorry to have lied all this time. There's a map here for this section, and I'm going to show it to you and show you these little critters. More critters in this episode. Oop.
Oops.
And
Weird.
they're adorable.
Turtle toads.
They're
Battle toads.
Three-eyed turtle toad.
Battle toads.
they are shell toads indeed. They're like big three-eyed toads, but with pretty wicked looking shells. I like their little shoulder armor shell as well.
Funny.
Anyway, these guys are going to try to eat you. So let's roll into the initiative turn order. Rebecca, if you want to use that acrobatics check for your initiative roll, I'll allow it. That's pretty good. Go
Okay.
ahead. Making you roll again after this.
Well, yeah.
You've got enough toads to deal with also yourself. So
Well,
Sorry there for a second. I forgot what I looked like.
Way to dodge a 1, Rebecca.
Was it definitely going to be a 1? Oh,
Worked
yeah.
out well.
Yeah. Can you imagine if these things just swamped you, like literally, figuratively? Because there are not 1 or 2 of these shell toads, but a whole clan of them. Some on the far side of the river with Asher and Sky, and a couple back on this side with the rest of you folk who didn't roll into the initiative. Where's redacted? Miles.
Oh, whoops.
Where redacted at? I don't got no initiative roll from the boy. Guess I technically haven't rolled myself either.
Oh, God.
There's the natural 1, and there's my sweet 18. You are going first, Asher and Sky,
Okay.
and there's couple to your north, couple to your south here. What would you like to do?
And I can see all of them.
Yeah, I mean they're all emerging seemingly at the same time from the mud here.
Okay.
Surprise
All right.
action.
Asher is going to hold on. Is this just a surprise round, or is this?
No, this is a standard. I guess the surprise round was them emerging.
Okay. All right. Well, Asher is going to charge at the one closest to them and take a strike at it. This is not boosted.
Right.
It is an entropic strike and dealing bludgeoning damage. 14 to attack.
Against KC. EAC. Yeah, of course. Definitely a hit.
Oh, good. So 4 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you crack this one's shell. It's still up, but it's very hurt. They are, frogs, so they're not going to put up that much of a fight. And there's also 6 of them. On their turn, this one's going to, the one that's on you is going to try and whip out its tongue and attack you. And another one over here is going to do the same. It's going to move on up and make an attack. And let's see. I think these other 2 have got to spend some time climbing over the tree to get to you.
Oh.
I think this other guy's going to kind of go on the log and kind of keep moving on towards you folk. We've got a couple more on your side of the river here. We're going to move up. This one's going to go here. This one's going to go right up to Jamfram. They hop along the banks of this still unnamed river. And as they get up to you, they've got a massive, it feels like you're getting hit with a chair as a sticky tongue comes out and tries to slap you around a little bit.
Not the sticky tongue.
So I'm going to roll 3 attacks versus an Asher and Sky. You got 3 of these things on you. Actually, no, 2 attacks because this one had to move a couple times. To be fair, getting over this tree. 2 d20s. A 7 and a 12. What is your KAC right now, Rebecca?
15.
Okay, just a single hit. As this one does a little bit of damage, just a little bit. Whap. 4 points of bludgeoning damage. A single attack gonna come to Zilix. True. It's gonna be a miss. And I think I've got to roll pretty darn high to hit a Jamfram. Let's see. Well, I've rolled pretty darn high. Your KAC is 18?
Yes.
Oh, just barely. You're taking some tongue lashings.
No.
3 points of damage, and we're on to your turn, Jamfram.
Oh boy. Well, I was preparing to climb over this log, so I didn't have my sword out. I would have put it away for my for the climbing purposes. But to balance myself, I may have pulled out my stick, and so I'm going to hit him with my stick twice.
You are Little John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are the littlest John.
The littlest John there ever was.
Everybody's favorite, the
2
stickening.
on the dice. That's a
Oh.
2 on the dice.
Straight to not gonna do.
Yeah. Let's try that again. Let's try it again.
Pack number 2.
A 3. A straight 3.
It is better. It is still pretty bad.
That's still the second to worst roll you can roll.
You're thwacking this thing, and the stick is just bouncing right off of its shell as it's like. Does not like that at all, though.
All right. Well, I have a +1 to my AC versus it, so
Yay! Drew Zilixthel is next up.
Silix's sword appears from his arm, and he takes a slice at the one to the north of him.
Ooh, sword arm. Arm sword. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, way to start, Drew.
Why, Drew? We don't need this. These are just harmless little creatures that look like they're from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Why you gotta crit them? That's so mean. Let's give a little Patreon shout out. You know, we got these folks that support us on Patreon, and if you want to support us too, you can get personalized shout outs at the $10 a month and up. Oh, do we have any new folks? Oh, no, but let's shout out one of our favorite friends, Mr. Wookie Gunner. Thank you so much for supporting us.
One of the OGs.
Yeah, I think since the Patreon began, so we appreciate it a great deal. And this crit's for you. How much damage are we talking here, Drew?
Oh, we're talking a massive 6 damage.
Okay, well, that's one shell toad dead.
Oh!
Squashed. You crack it open and the eyes pop out, and that is your full turn, right? So
yep.
It's going to take us to Pradier. You want to put that 1, 5, and 10 to get used to your time?
Yeah, no, don't really have anything I can use them for. Well, I mean, I don't think I really need to try and demoralize these toads. So why don't? Oh boy, how about this toad in front of Yamfram, Mr. Fram? Why doesn't that one make a will save?
Will save happening.
Or the old DC 13 injury echo.
Oh, it has failed.
Well, that is good news. Now, if I can just find, there it is. Let's see what the damage is going to look like. 5 points.
Ooh, still up, but you make it remember the thrashing it almost took from Jamfram, and he's like, ah! The wounds do appear. And Jamfram, you believe this is your doing because it's exactly where you hit this thing with your stick, your sticky stick.
And then I'm going to use a move action to... I'm just going to kind of move off to the side a little bit.
Okay, that will take us to Redacted.
All right, so Redacted is just going to take a shot at the creature that's right near him.
Do you want to
right near?
Do you want to step at all, because that
Redacted
can provoke?
Yeah, Redacted will take a guarded step back, and then
Blast him
Redacted
this frog.
will take a shot. It's a 21 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit. Oh. That is a hit. Near super hit. 18 on the dice. But that's Shell Toad only had a single HP. It's dead.
Oh, good.
Pew, pew. You got some dinner for later. Some good.
Yeah, I think Redacted would kind of scoop up the creature so that Redacted could poke and prod later.
I mean, there's 6 of these things. There's one for each of you, and some for Noshin on the road. That is the end of
French
turn
cuisine.
1. Asher and Sky, you're still on your own on this side of the river. What would you like to do at the start of turn 2, Rebecca?
I am going to attack twice. Once against the one that I hit before, and then the other on the one to the southeast.
Okay. Cha-cha.
That's a 6 to hit.
6 is going to be a miss.
Okay.
Second.
It is against the other one, since that's what I said.
Okay.
11 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oh, good. That does
Ooh.
5 damage.
Is still alive, though, as we go on to their turn. This one is going to hop off the log and go over to Prater, who's made it easier for him to get to.
I was not.
You moved right up next to this one, and we're gonna, we'll crit fish. Let's do.
You're so rude.
Let's do 6 attacks versus Asher and Sky. I've got to roll pretty high. Your KAC is what, Rebecca?
15 right now.
Okay, so I've got to roll 16. Let's see, 16 or more. Oh, I fished for the crits and I got 2.
Oh man,
2 crits. 2
In a row.
Oh, so that means it's the same frog.
It's the same frog.
It's the same frog that's wailing on you. Okay, well, 2 crits, and I'll call it a couple of folks Alexandra, thank you so much for being a Dragon Master Rising Patreon supporter. And William DM, thank you so much for being a flanking buddies. A couple of crits. These guys are, believe it or not, lower level than you. So I hope you're going to be able to survive these sweet D4 coming at you, Rebecca. First crit is 4 points of damage. And the second, less, 3 points of damage. They're adorable, folks.
I mean, that's most of my SP. So
that's
a lot.
At level 1, that's still devastating.
Yeah, we're like 20 episodes into this season and still level 1. So we're
each of those crits though did about as much damage as a regular hit. So
you rolled low on.
They're adorable. They're adorable. Shelter.
I mean, I'm into HP damage. Like
good. They're gonna feast on your bones. Pradier, I think this is just a hit on you. Just a hit, as it's only doing a single attack. And can I do as much damage? Yeah, 3 points of damage. Almost crit worthy. As we go on to Jamfram. Jamfram, you got a couple dead toads near you. One of them is threatening Pradier. Save me.
Yeah, I can't do anything about any of this. I've been measuring up my distances, and it's just like, can't do anything.
Oh no.
Unless, didn't I take that gun a while back?
Oh, the auto target rifle? Did you?
Auto target rifle?
You did.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is analog. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah. So I'm going to move forward with that. And I'll say, I swore to never use this. Right here, I'll save you. And I drop my stick and I say, oh no, how do I?
Prater sees thousands of images of this situation playing out where he gets perforated by this attack.
I swear to God,
how many of those scenarios did I not murder you? One. And it's this one, baby.
Is it this one?
If a 1 comes up, it's definitely gonna be that crit where you hit your friend.
Five
on the dice. That's not gonna do.
No, it's a cool moment, Patrick. Did I already spend my?
I think a couple of times, yes.
You got the freebie.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well,
everyone else has got their
turn.
Though.
So there you go. So I mean,
I appreciate the try.
Yeah, Zilix, we're on to you, Drew.
All right, Zilix is gonna hop up onto this log and make his way as much as he can, which I think is gonna get to about. And as he does that, he's gonna spend one of his daily things to have his sword disappear and his rifle appear as he's doing that. He wants to aim and take a shot. Rebecca, is the one in the lower west, the southwest, the one that you had been attacking?
Both of these are bloodied, the ones on her south side.
Yeah, but which one did the double crit? Murder that one.
I'm more worried about the one that can flank. But
yeah, I was about to say, I would say it was this one here. That's the leader, obviously.
Obviously, the bad one.
And we're gonna
220s.
We're gonna shoot that with a gun.
Just like the way he said that. Oh, good shot.
Laser rifle.
Good
way
damage.
Way overkill. It's dead.
It explodes.
Yeah, quite. Pradier, we're back to you. Got one of these little guys on you.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh shoot, I forgot all about their critical effect.
No, your turn's long gone.
Oh no, this happened even if I forgot. It has knockdown on the crit, Rebecca. So Asher and Sky do go down, and I also need you to make me 2 fortitude checks.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, let it be known that if we had forgotten,
you are also
long gone.
Asher is in trouble because they are also both staggered and on the ground. Oh, yeah.
Fun.
Not gonna forget my critical effect. These little things finally crit, even if they didn't do a ton of damage. What do you got, Tyler?
I will do you justice, little dudes. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. This is a dumb idea. I can't back up. So Injury Echo has a 25-foot, right? Let's double check that. It has a close range, which is 25 feet. Oh, it's 25 feet plus 5 feet per level. So I could actually step back 1 space, I think.
You want to get the one across the river that's on
I'm
Asher?
trying to help. I'm trying to help Asher and Sky.
Go for it.
Let me just double check. Oh no, it's 25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels. So at level 1, it's only 25 feet. So I'm exactly 25 feet away. So
You
make an attack of opportunity, Patrick.
I was about to say you can take the attack of opportunity by moving.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's do that smarter.
Definitely gonna roll another 20 here. I believe in myself. I believe in a thing called love. Nope. I've rolled a 7. That is a miss.
Okay, thank. Okay. So the one that is trying. Okay, damage. This one right here
Yeah. Will save.
needs to make a will save. DC 13.
Ooh, natural 1. It's very dead.
Yes.
Critical fail.
Yeah, I that recent wound. I go back in time and I find a moment where that wound was twice as bad as it was.
It looks like, maybe stop motion animation of like a creature exploding. It just kind of like turns inside out like.
Yeah.
Praedier's done, so that means Redacted. We're on to you. There's one on this side of the river right next to Praedier, and one on Asher and Sky on the opposite side.
Redacted's going to go for the more immediate threat.
One right on this side.
Yeah, just to kind of keep that from stopping other people from crossing.
Single shot, or you want to double up?
Let's double up.
Double trouble, double toil and trouble.
So that's a miss.
Yeah, because it's -4. So 8 on the dice says miss. Oh, natural 1.
That's a miss.
Oh, I thought we were going to get out of this combat with no critical fumbles. Do you want the official Paizo critical fumble deck or the Cosmic Crittermanders fan fumbles?
The fan fumble.
All the way back from season 1. They're still good. All these
we should
years
probably commission some more.
Oh, they are. They're already perfect. I don't know what we could add to these. Honestly, if you support us on Patreon and write one in, we can add them in, or I'll just pull them when one happens. This is a shooty one, so submitted by Ryan. This is defective ammo. Your battery might cause a bit of a misfire. Roll a D100 for me, Miles.
Oh boy, D100. That's 92.
92. That's the good one. You're able to eject your defective ammo and reload a fresh magazine, and that ends your turn. 1 to 50, the gun explodes and deals 1d6 damage to you and gains broken condition. So it's 50-50 chance of being bad or good.
All right, well, good recovery there.
Yeah. That is going to be your full turn, though. Asher and Sky staggered on the ground. One of these little toads still here.
That means I get either a move or a standard, right? So
That's correct.
Can I use my battle ribbon from the ground?
Yeah, you make an attack. I believe prone gives some negatives to your AC, but don't think.
But no negatives to the attack.
I don't think so.
Okay, in that case.
when prone, you take a -4 penalty to melee attack rolls.
Oh, no. Oh, never mind. And a +4.
But
Oh,
the
wow,
Entropic
it's so
Strike
much.
is weird in that you can do it in weird ways, and I don't know that it would take that negative.
It's a melee attack. Yes, so you can make the attack if you'd like. There's a bit of a negative. These things are pretty easy to hit, though, so balance that how you may.
All right, I'll take a strike at it from the ground.
How wicked would it be if you just whip this thing?
It's an 11 to hit. That includes the -4.
That is a hit.
Okay, that does
done.
4 damage.
All right, it is still alive as we get to its turn, but with that amount of damage, it is gonna hip hop away to its bog. Bloop. I mean, technically, you can make an attack of opportunity if you want as it goes.
Do I get that when I'm staggered?
Actually, no. Well, that's a great question as well, but it'll try and withdraw actually as its turn. It doesn't want to fight. It doesn't want to fight. Yeah, you can't take reactions anyway. Well, staggered, you're correct. What way to make the GM look like a real idiot, as always, every week. That is going to be your turn. Its turn, but this one on the south side of the river is still threatening. Praedier is going to try and club you with its tongue. Oh no!
Please stop.
No. Oh, I've rolled a 3 on the dice though, so
Reroll.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know what that means. It's time for my re-roll.
I'm
Because
going to be so upset if you turn this into something.
It's a hit.
Oh,
16 on the dice. 4
You
points of
monster.
damage. Basically,
Oh,
critical
no!
damage.
Crit.
I'm bloodied.
That is going to take us to Janfram. Your turn.
All right, I'm jumping over the log. I'm dropping the gun and I'm pulling my sword.
You just use every weapon.
I got every.
I love it.
So I'm just gonna carry.
Save
I'm gonna carry as many weapons as possible and then just drop them all the time and just pull out a new one. Yeah, let's stab it with a sword. Do my best. 19 for 6 points of damage.
Oh, it's
Oh,
dead,
it's
and we're
dead.
out of combat.
Oh,
I can't wait for that one that ran off to go and alert
his
its
buddies.
frog boss and
You're gonna find Crickle Nickel Scrubs riding one of these things next time you meet him. Like, hello.
back in the vein of you killing our friends, we found this frog and it said you killed all of its friends. Why are you the worst?
that is though the most.
why are you the worst should be maybe the motto of our entire endeavor here.
Why are you literally the worst?
I just realized we probably didn't need to make Asher and Sky risk themselves across that. I could just swim across.
You got
I'm
a
an
swim
otter,
speed, yeah.
because I'm an otter. So this is like my house. Like I live here.
When you go to check on Asher and Sky, you just like backstroke across the river. It's like, are you okay? It's like I've done this the entire time.
It's like that scene from Muppet Christmas Carol. You can fit through those bars? Yeah. You are such an idiot.
Yeah, how's Asher and Sky doing?
Asher and Sky are lying on the ground in the mud and are not moving for a minute. I am out of SP, so I definitely want to take a 10-minute rest if I can. Is that an option?
You want to rest here near its boggy fissure?
Yeah, I'll stand guard.
Yeah, not
Stay
at all.
If that one
ominous.
comes back, yeah. Oh, it's gonna get it.
Yeah, so 10-minute rest, and then I'm down just 2 hit points. So I'm all right.
Okay, so anybody else want to burn an RP?
I mean, I only took 3, but that's like a third of my SP. So yeah, I guess I will. Yeah. Any
I'm
damage,
good.
Any damage at this level is kind of meaningful, you know.
Yeah. Any topics of conversation as you're chatting? Any,
Amphibians, eh? Never can
What-
trust
what-
them.
What frogs? I'll smash them upon my tummy. And eat them.
Their shells are no match. I have a stick. I know your weakness. It's cracking your shell open and eating you on my tummy.
I'm inclined to take a dip in the river and get all this mud off. I mean, since I was knocked down in it.
Yeah, you guys can freshen up here.
Is it a particularly fast flowing river, or is it just sort of?
Bits of it here are yes, but there's like smaller shoals off to the sides, and indeed some boggy fissures filled with bugs and all kinds of manner of vermin here off to the sides, with these kind of little gashes are in the map.
I'm gonna take my armor off and go for a dip and just do a few laps and go find some crustaceans and really really get the 10 minutes out of it. And then it's gonna take me like another 10 minutes to put back on my armor. But
Asher, are these the actions of a potential mole in the colony? He watches.
I start digging underground.
Your Bruneri friend is
It's certainly the
indeed
actions of an
swimming.
otter in the colony.
Are the words of Ezran Shire ringing in your ears from the prior day as you're resting up, watching?
Yeah,
watching their
definitely.
actions?
I think that all through this combat, I mean, of course, they had a lot going on right around them, but as much as they could, watching what was going on across the river and, wondering who's really looking out for the others, who isn't so much. Praetor and Zelix both, helped Asher out at least.
That's
I don't know.
exactly what a mole would do
All according to plan.
to solidify their cover, though. They
It's
wanna
true.
build up your trust. So honestly, Redacted is probably the least likely one, because he's like, I'm not going to shoot over across the river. Asher and Sky can take care of themselves. Right. So you ready, Ol, to get back on the old dusty trail, head to this supposed ancient structure here on the map?
Yeah. Redacted just needs to load up some of these cadavers for later.
Did you just like mount them on the hood of the wagon? There's like now 5 shells in like V formation, or
it looks like one of the things where it's got like the top shell on the back and then the shoulder shells are on the 2 sort of wheel covers.
Oh yeah, you remake the fenders, but they're just the shoulder shells.
Yeah, you thought we were going to be doing Galarian, but we're actually doing the Great Outdoors.
They all have like their tongues lolling out of their dead bodies and just like flapping in the wind as you're driving on all these shell toads. It is it becomes visible from almost anywhere in this hex, like a few miles away. Indeed, you see what looks like a pillar made out of stone rising above the tree line here, maybe directly southwest of this river. And as you get on up to it, it's maybe 20 feet in diameter, so it's quite large, and the top is about 140 feet around. Or no, the diameter. Oh, at the top, its diameter is 20 feet, and at the base, it's kind of pedestal. It's about 140 feet around, so it's a large base, and it tapers towards the end there. And as you guys get up to it, you see it is overgrown with vines and bushes here at its base, and vines creep up about 15, 20 feet to try to get over some of the nearby trees and get some light. But you can tell, indeed, there's a lot of fine scratches around its base. And as you get out of the vehicle, you've got a sense, indeed, that you've found something important. This is the first structure you've found here on this planet that was not made from Pact World hands. That's of stuff that you brought with you. What would you like to do?
Is there anything unique? Is it like it's like worked stone, I guess?
Most definitely. Yeah, it's kind of like obelisk style shape.
Okay, so it's like very sort of simple clean edges, but not a lot of like decoration or like,
They're not extremely well cut, but maybe as you go up to it, you see it's very weathered. So it does seem like it's been here for some time.
I told you it was haunted.
Any skill checks you'd like to make around this thing?
Culture check
to determine maybe
origin, age.
Yeah, I mean, I think culture would be like, is this something that exists elsewhere, or something you can identify? And I will say that not really. I mean, there's all kinds of ancient structures that might be similar to this stone needle, but nothing that pops up in your memory banks.
Would an engineering check reveal its purpose at all?
I think that would. About engineering, maybe how it was made with engineering. Yeah, and if you want to roll that, you can, but
it's not magical, right? No magic coming off of it.
No, but as you get up close to it, you do see that some of these scratches on its surface seem to be some kind of script, perhaps, maybe a like runic carvings.
Oh boy.
Do you want to make a mysticism check for me, Praetor? See if this is something you can understand.
I'm just going to go ahead and say the word friend.
The door opened. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh, I bet you wish you could have used 10 on this.
Can I try mysticism?
Yes, go right ahead. Asher and Sky. A natural one from Praetor. Oh, you did better, Rebecca.
Got a 2.
Toot.
Yeah, I am indeed like if it's a huge structure, it's entirely possible that there's something inside. I'm gonna check around the base for doors with a perception check. That's
Nothing.
No
door like it does seem to be like maybe a marker of some sort, but it doesn't seem like a structure. It seems like it is solid stone. Does anybody want to roll physical science? I can tell you a little bit about
I can definitely roll physical science.
Sweet stone.
Can I roll athletics to climb it?
Yeah, get on up there.
Oh,
Oh, physical science. It looks like you got a 9 here. Drill. That's not gonna do. That's not
So
gonna do.
16 from redacted.
Oh, redacted. You know that indeed this is a granite, a pale gray granite. There's a shimmering mica in it, and you don't know where this came from because this is like basically the entire basin that you've explored around the river here is all very limestone dominated beneath the surface level here, and most of the rocks you've seen have lacked these materials. So more than likely this was carved and built from materials maybe far away.
Do we have a connection to the settlement?
Yes, so no satellites right now, but you can bounce some broad beams. It's a little staticky and things, but you can get back. You're about 20, 30 miles away at this point, maybe longer. I forget how long. No, you're a bit further than that. But who do you want to contact?
I just wanted to see if we could, if there was someone who could decipher the arcane words, since no one here can.
You'd probably. I mean, you could take some photos and things, but you imagine it would be difficult to describe without seeing them like up close because they're very faint. As soon as you take a photo, it kind of washes out some of the indentations.
Well, I mean, we can certainly take photos, but I don't know what else we can do here. It's not a structure we can go inside.
That is correct.
Can't climb it.
I have a rope.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can shimmy up it and take some time, but it doesn't
Zilix
seem to be
can climb
anything
it.
different. You got climb speed?
He's an unflappable climber. He's got sticky pads on his hands and feet, and he has
that's a species ability.
a climb speed of 20 feet.
Oh my goodness!
we got all the climb speeds covered.
So you're going up Zilix, and
Yeah, Zilix will go.
and yeah, you see him just preternaturally sticking to the side of the stone here. Once you clear the vines and things, you get up over the tree canopy, and you've got a great view of the mountains to the northwest. Maybe you can see the area where the river bends and where the colony is, and the mountains to the northeast, far away in the distance, but nothing really else of note in this general hex area here. This does seem to be like it would be visible though from just about everywhere in the area.
Well, what a waste of time. View's not even very good.
Not everything is gonna give you some profits or
Yeah, I mean, maybe once we can take back the photos of the text.
Yeah, well,
spend some time deciphering it, then.
Do you want to do that immediately?
Rubbings of the markings?
Yep, you can do that. You can take some photos, some videos, and yeah, do you want to speak with Lyoshu again and see if
I guess we can just call them, right? Do we have sat phones or something?
There's no satellites up really.
We already determined that Lyoshu has
system.
a landline phone. And
I
he
know,
doesn't.
but he might be at his house right now.
Go
Yeah,
straight
no.
to voicemail.
Likely he would need some time to decipher and see them kind of up close. So rubbings and photos. Do you guys want to head back to the colony now? To the settlement?
We could do that, or I guess we could head
Do one more.
northwest towards the flowers at this point.
That will probably take the better part of a day because you're going to be driving in the mountains. There were some bits you might have to collapse the car, walk, and things like that. So that would add about a day or so to your journey if you want.
I mean, we got nothing else going on, right?
I mean, just exploring. That's this.
Well,
this whole AP.
the colony is kind of on the way up there, isn't it? Where, I don't know.
I mean, you'd have to go back and cross the river again, and it would add probably just like a couple hours to your journey. So
Yeah, that seems.
I mean, a couple
that seems
hours ain't
like a fun
that-
time.
Yeah, that's not that far out of the way.
Yeah, I brought my camping gear. Let's go.
wait, you want to go back to town?
No, the
No, you don't.
up in the mountains, right?
Do you guys want to vote on it? It seems like you might be a little split.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. We can go to the mountains.
Oh, we're going north then. Okay.
I mean, if it only adds a couple of hours to our trip to stop by in town, I feel like that's not crazy.
I understand. I
Yeah.
see. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were saying if we go by the mountains, it only adds a couple hours to our time. I was like, well, that's kind of crazy, but all right. Yeah,
No, it's a better part of maybe a day and a half.
Yeah, okay.
To get across the range there. All right, so let's talk about Laosha. You pull back into town. It's like later in the afternoon by the time you get back, and you can find them once more, maybe doing some community gardening as you come up and sprawl the pictures and the rubbings across the hood of the space wagon. Laosha's like, oh, wow, what? You say you found a structure, is that right?
Yes.
Yes,
This
and I climbed it and it wasn't very enjoyable.
Very interesting here. These do seem to be perhaps magical writing. Let me see. They ponder over these and maybe go back to their domicile, pull a couple books out, and it's a real nerd sesh. Do you guys want to roll to assist? See if you can help in this research.
Sure.
I will roll for Laosha, and
extremely well at this point.
you can roll to see. I mean, it's just DC 10, so
That's how it always works.
Yeah, here's all your great rolls,
see?
man.
Yep, that's how
we
it always
suddenly
goes.
know all about it.
Let me roll
Yeah.
for Laosha. A natural 1.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Stupid game.
Can I
Laosha's
donate
like,
to buy Laoshu a reroll?
I was about to say, I will take it back. Did I use my reroll on killing?
Yeah, you did.
Killing Bradier earlier. I would use it here if I had it, folks. Laosha's like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I mean, it's some kind of magical writing, but I can't identify it. What kind of structure did you say this was?
It was needle-like, a large base that tapered to a point in the sky, about 150 feet tall or so.
I will make this my number one priority. By the next time you come back to town, I will make sure I will have this deciphered for you.
Yes,
I apologize.
That is okay. We are going to travel out and check out another point of interest when I come back. If you have not already deciphered the text, I will assist.
Thank you. Okay.
I thought that was going to turn into a threat. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
I will assist.
Oh, would you like it to?
Right. So
Not done by the time I get back. I'll help.
If you could please make yourself useful, besides being a healing machine for when we are in trouble, that would be of utmost importance to me.
Laoshu, if I'm not back in 4 hours, wait longer.
let's head up to the next locale that our friend Elenez Zorian pointed out to you, a field of golden bloom flowers. And fast forward to the next day, so you guys can rest up overnight, camping out in the forest. A small mountain meadow as you get past the majority of the range here. Great rolls, Tyler. I think they're all like one better or worse than the previous ones.
This is awful.
A small mountain meadow, and in it is just filled to the brim with these glimmering gold-colored flowers amidst long grasses, and they're huge. They are, a few feet wide, and indeed have the top of their stalks are fringed with very spherical heads that give off like a little bit of bioluminescence. You can get to them later in the afternoon, and in the shade, you can kind of pick them out amongst the forest floor where they're butting up against the tree line. As you go up to investigate these blooms and touch their petals, their stems,
those petals, all right.
They are incredibly delicate, and they bruise immediately. Some of them begin to wilt if you handle them too hard, and like just start dropping petals to the ground here and let off some. What do flowers got? They don't got spores. They got pollen, and just shed pollen all over you. Why don't you guys make me a life science check? I'll tell you if you gotta drive someone else out here to roll for you this episode. What?
Trained only, or
Yeah, but don't worry. Zilix and Redacta have got this role. These golden blooms indeed are very delicate. They are very special in that they require a specific mixture of mineral-laden nutrients. So they could only be in a few places, potentially on this planet. And yeah, under natural circumstances, they probably won't last up here in these mountains more than a season before they all wilt and die. And maybe they might not even be on like an annual rotation. Like it could be a while before a bloom such as this can be found here.
I take pictures.
Yeah, oh yeah, you take tons of photos, but both Redacted and Zilix, you guys both recognize that this crop, if you're able to find a way to do so, would be very valuable when potted and maintained and given some of its native soils, if you're able to transport them. But like I said, it would have to be done pretty quickly in order to take advantage.
Well, we'll certainly get our best botanist out here now. Yes.
Do you want to try to take a sample back?
I mean, we can try, but if it's so delicate and bruises so easily, it may not be much that they can work from. We may need to get the botanist to come up here.
Yeah, Althari can mark it if you want to. If you just want to take photos, that's one thing. But if you want to try to take a sample back, it would be another life science check to do so, and you guys can assist or help out.
Do this.
I forget how assisting
Miles,
works in this
what's
one.
Redacted's life science?
You can fail, but you can't critically fail. It's just DC 10. Or not.
+3.
Mine's +5.
I'm gonna try to aid. I'm gonna do my best to. I'm gonna just like sort of stand around them and like do like this, like in case they need me to stop.
Pivot.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamfram's helping out. Miles, the Redacted, not so much. And Drew has destroyed a couple of plants here. Zilix just manhandling them. Fortunately,
my hands weren't made for this work.
Yeah. So, what's the plan here?
Well, either we can keep trying, because I'm assuming you can do this multiple times because there's no shortage of the actual plant, or we can go back.
Each failure is a dead plant, so it's on you.
Are there hundreds of these?
Yeah.
So, Drew, it's totally. I mean, it's up to your characters.
Let's do one more time.
How much do you think they would try?
Let's do one more time.
Each one is only like 10 minutes or so, to start digging them up and moving them. Oh yeah, that's some dead plants, all right.
Oh, okay, yeah,
got some fails.
All right,
here.
2 10s in a row. What the?
What the pronk? Right, so you guys want to head back to, or I guess you can stay out here and keep exploring. That was what we were originally doing when you got attacked by those jolt vines. Start clearing out hexes.
Yeah, because we're right next to 2 of the hexes that Stamp wanted us to explore.
I guess for this, before you leave, do you want to contact Haltharia and see if they're...
Oh, the botanist?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think that is definitely...
We can send them our coordinates, yeah.
By the way, no one tell them that we did what we did. Just say we found them this way.
There's like a whole field of them burning, and we're just like, there was a dragon. You see,
we got one of them.
This looks like it has
Redacted
sticky
with a laser
hand
pistol.
pads all over it. What is up with that?
that's one of those
Didn't see
slime
anything.
dragons. Yeah,
It's the frogs.
There are tire tracks doing cookies in these flowers, and we knew nothing about them. We knew nothing about that. It was weird.
When you contact Haltharia, maybe send a long description of what these flowers look like. She's like, that doesn't sound like a very productive use of my time. We probably cannot eat those flowers, and unless there's some kind of medical breakthroughs, I don't think getting pretty flowers to sell or decorate the colony is going to be something that I care to do. Anyway, good luck out there.
There's something about these flowers that's important, and we would strongly request that you get out here and take these samples.
Golden blooms, something like that. I mean, you're gonna waste a ton of time and kill a bunch of the plants, even just trying to move them. I can't.
That wouldn't happen.
I can't spare the time. Good luck out there. Send me back anything you actually find that's interesting, but not those flowers.
Wow, this is the worst botanist. The second we get a chance, we're firing this one and getting a new one.
It's crazy.
I can't believe you.
It's crazy.
Oh,
To find a botanist who's like, I only like food.
or medicine. An alien plant that only maybe blooms once every few years.
Well, to be
I
fair,
could care less.
I mean, she does have priorities. That's
her
fair,
top priority is finding like sustainable food sources and also testing everything to make sure it's not terribly deadly for folks.
Well, if they're not going to take any samples, can we roll some more dice?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
yeah, you spend the better part of the day, and like I said, they're bioluminescent. So once it gets in the night, you can
pretty.
Yeah, rest here amongst the golden blooms.
I have an idea. Can we crush the petals into brightly colored pigment and then use that in a celebration back at the camp?
Oh, here we go.
The
Rebecca,
dead ones.
Have you ever squished a firefly? Did your hands glow for a few days there?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about flower petals.
She just wants the color, not the bioluminescence.
Oh, I thought you wanted.
Yeah, just the color.
Oh,
yeah.
But if it withers and dies like immediately, then I would imagine the color.
It's more. I mean, once you
Brown or-
crush them up, and if you dry them out in the sun, it's like a burnt umber. But there's a little bit of yellow still in there, I imagine. Yes, Rebecca, that's allowed. Every one of these that Zilix kills, you can collect the petals from.
I'm gonna paint.
Not worth anything, but very, very purty. Drew, just roll me
We could set up a road race.
good
Then,
roll.
we just,
There's a good roll.
Whip the diet of people when they come across the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got a sample
23,
here.
finally.
That's a success.
I can move on now.
Yeah, you've got a golden bloom. You can put it in the back of the space wagon, and yeah, you guys want to continue exploring out here?
Yeah, let's try Z26 and then Y27 or vice versa.
Okay, so those will take the better part of a week here. I'll mark them on the map, and I don't think these are mountain hexes, so these are actually going to probably take about 6 or 7 days each to fully explore. These are going to take a lot longer. Ooh.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, but yeah, you could take back this sample like in the meantime and talk to folks in the colony as you get done with a long exploration here. As you guys get back and bring the sample, Altharia is like, yeah, just put it with the others. And there's like 50 different plants that she's like testing and looking at. But the next day after returning back to the colony, Tayeta comes to your guys' house and explains that they are interested in helping you out with the plants. She would help spread the word about them and make some expeditions up there to bring them out and sell them to folks if you guys are interested. Maybe she can go with you on your next expedition and bring some back.
Can we just make sure that she's not gonna we're not gonna drive this plant extinct? We're not gonna take a reasonable number of them, right?
Within the next month or so, they're all going to die. So
yeah,
we're not killing the plants. We're just picking the flowers, right?
No, you're transplanting them with soil to keep them alive. Actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
We are physically removing a whole plant.
Okay,
and that's fine. There's hundreds of
species. If they go extinct, it's fine.
I mean, to be fair, if they go extinct, that's even better for us. Sells at a higher price.
Oh,
I like that attitude.
Oh, towards
that is not the Elven way, by the way. That was just a Tyler comment. That's not Praetor's personal opinion.
Towards the end of this month here, the days are getting longer. It's getting warmer and warmer here on Galarion 2 Electric Boogaloo, and near the end of the second month, you guys get a lunch interrupted by Balco Unkstar bursting into your house and saying, hey, Hey, everyone, a ship is in orbit and is requesting to land. And following on back over to the communications depot, a small, squat building, he and maybe Ezrand and Kells Deirdre take turns manning. You see it's basically a large comms tower beneath one of the 3-bedroom houses, with one of the bedrooms being like an office. And Kells has set up a little plaza of pavers and greenery and chairs outside. She's inside, Kells Deirdre, and hands over the comms. And as you come in, you hear him saying, "Hello, Tyrell Holdings Colony here." And on the other end, you say, This is Captain Aquana of the Rusty Rivet Returns.
Oh, crap.
Where would you like us to set down? Set down? What are you talking about? It was Aquana, is it? Yes, we have colonists here to fortify and drop off for you. We've been traveling for quite some time. I'm sorry, I didn't get any notification that we're going to be getting another drop of colonists so soon. We've had no contact from Absalom about any of this. This indeed is part of a large colonist convoy. Absalom heard about the planet being Galarion, and word is out on this place as being a paradise. You gotta line up to travel out here. It's up to a 3-year wait. So here, let me transmit your orders to you. But I must have beat the subspace communication. I knew the ship was fast, but didn't know how fast.
2 things.
Yes.
1, culture check on the Captain Arquana name, and 2, sense motive on that whole thing.
I'll tell you if you believe. You believe them, but a culture check, you say?
Yeah. I assume that's what it would be to recognize the name.
Mm-hmm.
And I recognize the name.
They were in season 4.
God.
I think anyone that has interest in the Armada attack on Absalom Station maybe has heard of a Rusty Rivet. It's one of hundreds and hundreds of vessels that flew to protect the fleet and was ultimately destroyed in the Battle of Absalom. But this seems to be another ship bearing a similar name, with indeed Captain Aquana at the helm.
It's the Rusty Rivet.
Rusty Rivet returns.
Oops, all frogs.
Yeah, frogs started this episode, frogs in this episode.
Ribbit. We got to think of a title before we end this episode. Yeah, and Captain Aquana will call down and be like, I don't know what to tell you. We got over 100 people here for you guys, so you better make some space down there and get us a landing zone. We've been on this ship for over a month. People are getting antsy, and they also got something I got to tell you. It's to be continued. Oh, we're going to wrap up month 2 of Old Galarion, and we're going to have some new faces in the colony.
I feel like worst case scenario, it's only a week to get back to Absalom. So
yes,
send them back.
It's not too long to get back.
And send them
not
back.
too long to get back. It takes a long time to get out there. Though. Guys, thank you so much for playing with me.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Listeners, thanks for listening. We're going to catch you next time here on Cosmic Crits.
Night.
I have
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.